What is the goal behind your brand, or what are you shooting for? Is it a feeling that you want someone to have? And why should we feel special in wearing it?
So our mantra is stay fly, stay blessed, strive to inspire others, live to impress yourself. It's something that I live by all the time. I try to make sure that I bring good energy, peace to people when I meet them, put smiles on people's faces, and then inspire people to do great things.
Kingdom building. Kingdom staffing. It's a cold world.
Welcome back to Kingdom Building Spotlight. It's Goddessoffavor. I have Jet in the building from Richmond. If you guys have been wondering where I've been, I'm so excited to be back with you. We are inside of Hodem Boutique.
Yes.
I have a king of many escalades. So we're going to go into the reason why we're here and how we linked up. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself, Jet?
Sure. I'm Jet. I go by Jet Music, but I go by Jet. I'm a music producer first, and now entrepreneur of a clothing brand, branding now for myself and my music. So that's where I'm starting, where I'm coming from at this point.
All right. So we're going to get to the merch, and I'm telling you, this merch is fire. I seen a couple of your plugs and things that you were dropping on Instagram.
Yeah.
We have, as you see, I have my Gucci tights on, my Gucci shirt. So we have all of the fly designer here in Danville, Virginia. Right there is the physical location where we're filming from today. We're also online at www.hodemboutique.com. And so that's what brought us together.
Yes.
I send this merch, and I'm like, okay, I have all of the fly designers, but it was very important for me also to bring in people that look like me,
Right.
that was 100% owned.
Yes.
Right? So
Absolutely.
it's not that you're selling or you're merchandising or you're designing. Every step of the process is in your hands.
In my hands.
So can you tell me how you got That's Fly started?
So I was supporting brands of my friends, my peers, like Blau, which is bringing light around the world. Villains is another artist that I was supporting. It's one more, Crazy Buzz, very big in Richmond, also moved down to Atlanta. And so I was supporting all of these brands, but my mom is a seamstress. She's always been a seamstress. She's always made our clothes. And after a few times of seeing me, she was like, well, why don't you start your own clothing brand? You know, you have your own, you have your music, and you have something to put it behind. So after supporting everyone and seeing what they were doing, it was a great idea from her. And so that's what started That's Fly Apparel from my mom. Really, at the end of the day, it was her idea.
Wow. And what made you come up with the name of That's Fly?
Because my production name is Jet Music Beats, where I make my music, make my beats, and it just played off of. Well, actually, it came from a friend of mine, another producer friend. I know he always, my boy Falcon Jones. One day I was playing a beat for him. He was like, "That's Fly Jet." And when he said that, I made it my beat tag one, and then that just took over for the brand name as well. It kind of just, it was a play on the whole Jet piece of my name in the beat production thing. So he came up with that. So I shout out to you, Falcon Jones, for that, and it stuck. It stuck really well too.
I mean, yes, I like it together. I mean, That's Fly and That's Fly Jet.
Yeah. Yep. Yes. Yep. That's Fly Jet.
That's
So
fly.
awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so excited, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to even stock your merch. After we spoke on the phone, you said, I'm coming down.
Yeah, right
You're
away.
you're in Richmond, right?
Yes,
So we're
I'm in
about 2 hours from Richmond.
Yes.
It's a nice drive.
It is.
If you're ever in town at the casino, we're just about 3 miles away. So whether you're Richmond, Greensboro, Martinsville, a lot of people are coming to check out the casino. Have you been to the casino?
No, not yet.
I'm not really a gambler, but I did go see what I went to go see what the buzz was about.
It was cool. Because we got a little Rosie's, so I don't know if it's kind of similar to that, or is it bigger on the big screen?
I've never been to the Rosie's, but this is the temporary one. So the big one is the Caesars. So I think it is,
wow.
so it's going to be huge.
that's gonna
However,
bring
the
it.
temporary one, once you get inside, you forget that you're inside of a tent. It's
Wow.
that nice.
Wow.
It's that nice.
Hey.
All right, and so tell me a little bit about your music as well. So you said that you know you kind of had your own branding with your music. This was a part of your tagline. So are we bringing all of it kind of flows together? Tell us a little bit about your music.
Flows together. So basically, I'm a music producer. I work with a lot of local artists from the Richmond area, but also because of initially when I started, my work schedule put me in a place where I was working up late night, and so I would be on the internet late. A lot of people, even in Richmond, that I work with, because I was doing a lot of work over the internet, thought I was from like Houston or from the West Coast because of the hours that I would keep. And so, but I make beats, and so I worked with a lot of artists that I met either through the internet or through other artists because I used to have a studio. I used to work with a group of guys that started a studio and a label, which. It was okay. It was a good beginning. It was a very good start for me. It was the reason why I was able to actually touch as many people and grow as I did. And then, as time went on, my family grew. It was easier for me to manage. I had to close my studio, of course, so I didn't have people coming through, but just make beats for people and send them out online, which led to doing TV placements. So I kind of slid away more from artist work, and now I do more. I work for a jingle company called Jingle Punks, and I send them music and they place it in TV shows for me. So that's pretty much my primary move now with this. So yeah.
Awesome. So from creating your beats to now doing TV ads and jingles to wearing your
Brand.
acquaintances, your friends' gear to now having your own merch. What do you see next?
Taking over the world.
Taking over the world.
Taking over the world. So I have gotten a lot of affirmation from people that I am going to be a big brand, a household name. And so a lot of steps that I took even prior to that were in the mindset of putting myself in a place to make sure that I got to where I saw the other brands that I wanted to be like at. So like I trademarked my brand. I didn't even have the money to do it, but I trademarked That's Fly Apparel. I trademarked JMB, which is Jet Music Beats, which was the initial clothing brand line. And to be honest, what's crazy, I think, what is today?
Today is, was it the 12th?
It's the 11th, but
The
the 12th would be
So
the...
11/11. Hold on, we in 11/11?
We are in 11/11, and you want to know what 11/12 is? 11/12 is the day that my mom made my first hoodie. The JMB, Jet Music Beats, That's Fly Apparel hoodie. The first one was made tomorrow in 2017.
So 6 years.
Yeah. Yep.
6 years in the game.
Yeah.
I'm 60 days in.
Oh,
About 60 days in.
okay.
And I actually went to Baltimore,
Mm-hmm.
and I was doing an interview with City the King,
Okay.
and it was at Chico's shop, and his shop was, he had a boutique called Drip King.
Ah,
And when I went and I did the interview and I was packing up, I was shopping around, I said, this is something that I want. And he said, well, get your money together and then come back to me when you get your money together, because he said everyone comes in and they want them one, right?
Gotcha.
So he said, get your money together. I was vacationing at that time. I usually go home to the DMV area during the summertime. So I was coming back to Danville and I found this shop and I said, this is it. I was so excited. I called him. I said, I got my money and I got the shop. We just had our grand opening. What was it? About maybe 2-3 weeks ago.
My brother is...
And your brother came to
The
do
DJ.
the DJ,
Yeah.
and he came in his That's Fly.
Yep.
However, the crazy thing was he had already told me, like, listen, if you're not hip, you need to get hip. And he said, I see that you do custom shoes, and he put in his order.
Yeah,
So when he rolled up,
Yep.
the No Tape God had his shoes ready, and he was just like, and I will add that clip right here. I have the footage
It
for
is.
that.
I did see that. That was dope. That
And
was
so
dope.
I was just so excited, and I was like, I gotta get this. I knew that I wanted to do the boutique, and rest in peace to my mentor. He actually passed right before my grand opening, but he would be so proud today that I'm in here bringing in another king with a black-owned business into the boutique, because this was something that was unique of an idea that I had, and he said you could do it.
Yeah, you're gonna do it. You're doing it.
And I'm doing it.
Yes,
I'm doing it, right?
Yes.
So eventually, that is my goal.
Even in the groups, I have a few groups of producers that I work with. I even tried to start a music production group of all black music producers to help them learn like things like how to do their publishing or how to get TV placements, because that's something that a lot of people ask about. And so I when I first started, some of the people that I looked up to kind of made it hard for me to tap in with them and get information and find out things. And I always promised myself, if anybody came to me looking for information or looking for guidance, it's free. I'm giving up the game. I'm not charging. It's not it's no pay to play here. You know, you don't have to like do anything special for me. It's just I feel like it's enough room for everybody.
Everybody.
You can call it the bread aisle. It's many different name brands on the bread aisle, but every last one of them sell out. So, you know, but the energy that I bring is what I feel like people tap into and they feel inspired. I had someone tell me when they wear their hoodie, they always feel inspired and uplifted when they put that hoodie on. And so I like that passes from me to the clothing
To the
brand.
clothing,
Yes.
right, because energy is always transferred.
Yes, and I like to transfer good energy, no bad energy. Even when people see other people in public wearing the brand, because at this level, it's at a place where people feel like we are all connected in some way because they know me. It's a good vibe because there's no negative energy. Nobody got to worry about somebody trying to pull up on them like, oh, you know him, blah, blah, blah. It's always like, yo, you know Jet, what's up? I'm cool with a guy, legendary music producers, Cool and Dre. I'm not sure if you know them. They work with Lil Wayne, DJ Khaled. They came up with Terror Squad, Fat Joe, Big Pun.
Okay.
So, but Cool started a show called SoundCloud Tuesdays, where they would listen to music producers' beats and give them feedback on it. Well, the moment when they got to hear my beats, it was a young lady named Chris Zoe who she started her own brand, West Coast. She's from Houston. Her godfather is Willie D of the Ghetto Boys.
Okay.
Right? So she had a lot going on, but she gave me the opportunity to work with her, and they actually wanted to work with her. And on this one night, I submitted maybe like 3 or 4 songs we had done, and they was like, "Why you keep sending her music in?" And then the guy who was playing, he was kind of administrating or starting all the music and playing all the songs. He said, "Oh, because he produced all of the beats," and they was like, "Oh,
It makes sense now."
Right? Yeah. So they was like, "We got to tap in." We've been trying to work with her for a while, and ever since that day, they've been part of like my growth in the music industry, in the music game, as well as just being supportive of the brand. Once the first time I ever spoke to them was a shirt my mom made for them. I put their logo C&D on it, and they rocked it out in they did a promo video while they were making a beat for Currency. And Cool wore the brand in that video. I didn't ask him to. I didn't know he was even gonna wear it. And I remember even when my friends found out that, because everybody at my range knows them very well, and they were like, well, "How you even gonna get it to him?" So he gave me his address. What do you mean? I guess for them, they thought it was more of a whim. I'm just gonna send it and hope.
Right.
But we had already tapped in. He gives me advice if I hit him up. Like, it's a dope relationship just from that show, and that goes back to it's been other producers at that level that I know that have not tapped in with me like that, and these guys don't know me from Adam. But right, he showed me so much love. And just like with helping with my music as well as helping with my brand. And so whenever I get things, I send them down. He posts them for me, and he doesn't ask me for any money. He doesn't ask me for anything. He just does it out of the kindness of his heart.
Well, how do you think that is?
The energy.
The energy?
Yep.
Because it's what you're putting out.
Yep. Because
it's for free. Come and get it, right?
Yep. And I think too, he moves in the same manner. He never had to open that. Like, I've been on or attended a lot of podcast shows where review your music, or if you want to skip the line and you got to pay to play, and he never did that. It just said you got to submit, and good or bad, he'll give you feedback. And that's one thing about it that I used to tell people. Even the feedback he gave others was stuff that I could learn from. And so I always attended the show. I wish I could. My work schedule now keeps me from attending, but I just and then they signed a guy from Alexandria. And now this guy, he's now on to his, who knows how many Grammy nominee, and it's only been maybe like 4 or 5 years. Okay. And because we both were from Virginia, we kind of clicked up. And what's crazy is a couple of months ago, his brother actually goes to VCU. Mm-hmm. And now this guy, again, he got signed with Cool and Dre. You making beats for Alicia Keys and stuff like that. And now he's in Richmond, and he sees one of my guys in the That's Fly Apparel. And he says, yo, you know Jet? And dude, he was like, yeah, how you know him? He's like, I know him through Cool and Dre. He started explaining, and he was like, hit me up the next day. He was like, bro, this dude who know Cool and Dre, he stopped me. He said he seen your brand and he had to speak. And I was like, that's the good energy, even for somebody I've never met in person.
Right.
To come from another place he's not even from. See someone and felt comfortable enough to even step to him and just talk to him about it. And they had a dope conversation. It was just a dope vibe off of the energy and what I have brung and the brand.
Right.
The name and the face of the brand, this logo. And so I felt that was another high point for me, just in seeing that the scope of how far it has expanded. Right. And the energy, yes, the energy is still the same from people who don't know each other, but still feel connected through the brand and me. So
yes. Okay. And now I can be a part of this connection.
Yes.
And
yes.
I'm excited.
Yep.
I'm so glad that you took me up on your offer. You didn't waste any time. You said, I'm coming down. The merch is going
That's fly.
up. Today, it'll be in the window.
Dope.
You got to, I'm telling you, if you can come in and you have not, I know some of you, I know there's going to be a lot of views that people are going to be interested in this. If you haven't had the opportunity to try any of this merch on, please come into the shop. The quality, it's, I don't know, it's a new type of softness, right? There's joggers, there's sweatsuits, there's jackets. This isn't just your print screen that's going on. I mean, it's something special about each piece, the stitching. When I say quality. So not only has your energy went into the concept of what the brand and how we should feel when we wear it, and being inspired, and what was it, impress yourself?
Impress yourself.
Impress yourself.
Don't worry about what nobody else got to say.
What nobody else got to say.
It's about you.
I'm going to tell you, you're definitely going to feel good, okay, when you put this on. So I'm really excited. I'll be showing some clips of some materials. I got a nice pink shirt that's just for me, right? That doesn't go in the rack today. And so I can't wait to get into it. Is there anything else that we missed?
No, not that I can think of. I think you did a great job covering it all, allowing me to, in such a, I can talk. I can give you a good 3-4
and we can listen.
hours.
And we can listen.
But I like to be able to get all of that information, the origin, the what we represent and where we came from, all into a nice tight piece that keeps people engaged and gives them that same energy to want to come into the shop, check it out, feel it, touch it, try it on, get you some.
Get yours. Okay.
Impress yourself, please.
Impress yourself. And if you are not in the Danville area or not traveling to the casino anytime soon, don't worry, you can get yours online at www.hold'emboutique.com. www.hold'emboutique.com.
Yep.
Search up That's Fly, and you'll see the collection that we're dropping today. It's going to be exclusive to our subscribers. We'll be getting that out.
Yep.
And you'll be able to use your subscriber code for your first time purchase of the That's Fly Apparel. Jack, it's been a pleasure speaking with you today.
Thank you so much.
I'm so happy you came in.
Yes, I love this. I love your energy. Thank you so much for bringing me in and allow me to be a part of this journey for you as well. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Yeah. Y'all be blessed. Peace.